My parents like to tell a story about me stealing beer from my father's refrigerator at the tender age of 5 and selling it to the construction workers down the street. But I think I officially got into the industry when I graduated college. I started out merchandising for a large liquor importer back in New Jersey, and that was the first job, and kind of moved into sales and management from there.
Is that where you're from, New Jersey originally?
Grew up in Jersey, college in Oklahoma, and worked kind of around the mid-Atlantic states, Delaware, New Jersey, New York. University of Oklahoma.
Okay. So, well-known wine university, I might add.
Yeah, not the place you think of, but I majored in rugby and minored in fraternity, so I think this was the perfect segue into the alcohol business.
I think I've heard that today.
Eventually, I found my way into New York as a manager for a distributor there. I spent 7 years working there, and while I was there, I got to know a guy named Bill Hambrecht. Bill owned the Belvedere Winery. He was also an original investor in Gary Farrell and Ridge and Ravenswood, owned part of Sainsbury's, and has kind of been involved in the wine and spirits industry for the better part of the last 30 years. Belvedere was going through a transition. They were selling the winery name to Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy. They have the vodka. And Bill was looking for a new start. And he was somebody that I had talked to many times over the years and said, I think there might be an opportunity for us to work together. So I just kind of took it from there and reinvented the winery, stripped everything out, and started over. Just really went down to the shell of a building and built it up from there. Well, we are on West Side Road in the Russian River Valley. I mean, this is the Gold Coast of Russian River, Pinot, and certainly Chardonnay. People on this road, Williams and Salem, Rocchioli, Gary Farrell, Davis Bynum was at the time here. Looking at all our vineyards being Chardonnay and Pinot vineyards, it was kind of a no-brainer to say, hey, look, we need to be in the Chardonnay and Pinot Noir business if we're going to be here on West Side Road. And that's exactly what we did.
Now, as I recall, you make 3 Pinots. Am I correct on that?
In 2006, we made 3. In 2007, we've got 4. And in 2008, we'll have 5. So we've got our Russian River, which comes in at $48, and then moving up from there, we've got our Floodgate Vineyard, which is down in Forestville. Production on that's about 185 cases, and then we've got our Maddie's Vineyard, which we're sitting next to here. It's about 175 cases, and then the Hervey Vineyard, which is labeled as a Russian River. It's the fruit comes from a little vineyard in the Green Valley of the Russian River, and really high quality, small production. We made 515 magnums of it and bottled it all in magnums because it's really not ready to drink right now, and we feel like if we do put it in magnums, maybe people will wait a little bit longer to crack it open. We make a few Chardonnays. We make a Russian River Chardonnay, which is our largest production wine, about 3,400 cases. We make, in 2006, we had an Orsi Vineyard Chardonnay. The Orsi Vineyard is a 30-year-old dry farmed vineyard, very rich, opulent wine. And we made an Christie Vineyard. And the Christie Vineyard is basically an unoaked Chardonnay. It's made in neutral French oak, about 4 months, and we really want to kind of preserve the minerality and the richness and the soil quality that we get from that. It's more of a almost Chablis or Merceau-like. Headed quickly into our 3rd vintage. 2009 will be our 3rd vintage, and it's exciting every time.